Hey guys, this is David from I Am Vanguard here with another deck profile of the Brawlers from set 17, of course. I had to remake the video because there were some changes I had to make and there were some mistakes I made during the deck profile, so I decided to do another one again. So going on to the grade 3 lineup, I am starting off with 4 Big Bang Knuckle Buster. So his effect, as you know, is Across Legion. That's first, and then second of all, he has a very broken ability, which is Counterblast a Brawler card, and put a Big Bang card in the soul, and he gets the ability to attack 4 units. So unit as in including the Vanguard as well. So he can potentially attack the Vanguard and 3 units. So that's a -3, and you get a Twin Drive. So that itself is already a big plus for you. Going on to the next grade 3 is, of course, Big Bang Knuckle Dragon. His effect is Dragonic Kaiser Vermilion. It's 2 Counterblast 2 Brawler cards, and he gets the ability to attack the front row and the Vanguard. So that itself already is proven that this deck is basically gonna blow up the field. And of course, he has a second ability where you can Soul Blast 1 and gets a +3. So why I think that this effect is pretty good is this actually helps you set up for Legion. You don't have to waste too many cards in your hand. You can activate the Soul Blast from this card's soul, and when you ride into the Big Bang Knuckle Buster, you'll have enough cards for Legion. Going on to the next grade 2 lineup, I am running 4 Big Bang Slash Buster. So this card's effect. If I have a Big Bang Knuckle Vanguard, he gets a +2. And when my unit hits the opponent's field, or one of the cards on the field, it gets a +3. So basically, it gets a 5k boost if I get to activate his skill. So very nice. It's an extra trigger logically, it's an extra trigger. But barely. I think the rear guards are just there, to be honest. Like, I only put these because they're the mates. Going on to the next grade 2 lineup, I am running Big Bang Slash Dragon. His effect is if I hit something on the opponent's field, it gets an extra 3k. So he's a potential 12k attacker. Not really good in my opinion, because anything that says I have to hit something, like, it's not really accurate. But in this deck, it actually works, because with these 2 cards existing, these cards get a power boost almost potentially. When these cards are out, I can pull it off almost like 3 to 4 times a game. So really nice. And then of course, this is the very unfortunate part. I did order the 3 Brawler Eugens, which is if I Legion, I get to retire something, but it didn't come in the mail, so I'm using this as a temporary replacement. I am running 3 Dragonic Deathsight. It still helps because I do run non-Brawler cards in the deck, so I can just counterblast the non-Brawler cards with Dragonic Deathsight and try to kill something as well. But I mean, I barely use the effect, but if it happens, it happens. So just another card I can put as a grade 2 lineup. Going on to grade 1 lineup, I am running 4 Perfect Guards. I was thinking of using the Brawler Quintet Wall, but there was 2 flaws on it. One, Quintet Wall is not really consistent in my point of view. This is my personal preference, so you can comment on your preference on Quintet Walls and Perfect Guards, but this is a debate that's been going on and on and on and on. I personally like the Perfect Guard better. And flaw number 2, I had to use Counterblast Quintet Walls. So honestly, this deck, I would rather use the Quintet Walls for my Dragonic, not Dragonic, I was gonna say Dragonic Kaiser. My Brawler Big Bang Knuckle Dragon, or my Big Bang Buster. So I mean, I think the Counter Blast is more required on that side than the Quintet Walls. I'm running 4 of this card, which is his effect is if I put something in the rear guard to the drop zone, and if my Vanguard is in Legion, he gets a +3. So a 10k booster, very nice. And then this is the card I made a mistake on. Brawler Strong Leg. His effect is if the opponent doesn't have anything in the front row, he gets a +3. So that itself, I mean, it's a very consistent card, but I think that this is just a little better because I can always put something in the drop zone. Like just attacking it itself is already a good way to put something in the drop zone and just give it extra 3k. And then of course I changed the build here. I am running, as you see, 3 Rising Phoenixes because during my playtest yesterday, it seems that Rising Phoenixes were the VIP in the deck because I can put 2 souls in the drop zone and Legion. So this card was very helpful and I decided I'll run 3. So make sure you guys try him out. He's very nice, and just any cards that have this effect in a Legion deck, I think it's very useful. So try him out if you are running any Legions. And then of course the trigger line is very simple: 4 heals, 4 draws, 8 crits, just standard base. And then the starter, of course, I am still running the Brawler Draco Kid. Draco Kid really came in a pitch. I would use Spark Kid Dragoon, but this card wasn't bad either. His effect is Cannon Blast, put in the soul. If I kill something in the front, or put something in the front to the drop zone, I can kill something that was behind it to the drop zone. So it just kind of helps to kill another card. So I guess it's a trade-off. I get to put the card in the soul, and I get to blast something on the opponent's field. It really helped in most games because there were pesky rear guards I couldn't get rid of because I couldn't get into Big Bang Buster every turn. So it really helped. And then of course it's really good with Rising Phoenixes because I can just Soul Blast it and Legion. So I think I went over everything on this deck, and the consistency of this deck was actually pretty nice. I really enjoyed playing it, but it does have a certain weaknesses against like rush decks. But if you can bear the rush decks, I think this deck will be very powerful. So I hope you guys like the deck profile and the changes I made. And like always, imagine the victory. I am Vanguard.